The Ruinerwold case came to public attention in October 2019 when Dutch authorities uncovered a family living in seclusion on a remote farm in Ruinerwold, Netherlands. This extraordinary discovery gripped global audiences, sparking numerous questions about the family's isolated way of life and the circumstances that kept them hidden for so long. The father, Joseph B., was found with his children, who had been concealed from society for many years. The initial finding revealed a bizarre and unsettling reality. The children had been kept in near total isolation, leading to a myriad of psychological and physical challenges. The farm itself was in a secluded area, far removed from neighboring communities and modern conveniences. The father exerted significant control over the family, dictating every aspect of their lives. This isolation was maintained under the guise of preparing for an apocalyptic event, a belief that deeply influenced their day-to-day existence. When the authorities intervened, they found the children in a fragile state, both physically and mentally, as they had been deprived of normal social interactions and access to education. The subsequent police investigation shed light on the extent of their confinement and the stringent measures taken to keep their existence a secret. This case not only shocked the local community, but also garnered widespread international media coverage, leading to a broader conversation about extreme isolation and its long-term effects. The Ruinerwold family's story stands as a stark reminder of how isolated environments can profoundly impact the human psyche and development. Life prior to the revelation. The family lived an isolated existence on their remote farm, untouched by modern advancements. The father, Joseph B., held strict control over every aspect of their lives, creating a world where they were entirely dependent on him. The children were homeschooled, adhering to a rigorous routine devoid of external influences. They had no access to the internet, television, or even contemporary education materials, making their upbringing markedly different from that of their peers. Survivalist methods dominated their daily activities, with a strong emphasis on self-sufficiency. The farm provided most of their necessities, from food to basic supplies. They cultivated their own vegetables, raised livestock, and even created their own clothing. The father's belief in an imminent apocalyptic event heavily influenced their lifestyle, fostering a sense of urgency and preparedness within the family unit. Their social interactions were extremely limited, confined to occasional visits to nearby villages for essential supplies. Even these rare excursions were tightly controlled by the father, ensuring that the children had minimal contact with the outside world. This lack of socialization contributed to their unique worldview, shaped almost entirely by their father's teachings and beliefs. The children's understanding of the world was heavily filtered through Joseph B.'s perspective, leaving them unaware of basic societal norms and advancements. Their isolation not only affected their social skills, but also their physical and mental development. Without exposure to diverse ideas and experiences, their knowledge and worldview remained narrow, dictated by the confines of their secluded environment. The unveiling and its immediate consequences. The turning point in the Ruinerwold case came when one of the children, a young adult at the time, courageously left the isolated farm and made his way to a nearby village. His disheveled appearance and unclear requests for assistance aroused suspicion among the locals, who promptly contacted the authorities. This initiated a police investigation that brought the family's concealed life into the public eye. Upon arrival, the police discovered a shocking scene. The children, who had been confined for almost a decade, appeared pale and malnourished. They were immediately taken from the farm and placed under the care of social services. The immediate reaction from the local community was one of disbelief and concern. People were astounded that such a situation could exist undetected for so long. Media from around the world quickly picked up the story, providing extensive coverage and drawing widespread attention to the case. The focus initially centered on the physical and psychological condition of the children, who had been deprived of normal social interactions and educational opportunities. The discovery also had immediate legal consequences. Authorities arrested Joseph B. and an accomplice, who had played a significant role in maintaining the family's isolation. The charges brought against them included unlawful deprivation of freedom and abuse. As the case unfolded, it sparked widespread debates about the boundaries of parental authority and the responsibilities of societal institutions in preventing such extreme isolation. Legal and societal ramifications. The legal proceedings against Joseph B. and his accomplice unfolded rapidly after the shocking discovery. They faced serious charges, including the unlawful confinement and mistreatment of the children. This high-profile case stirred intense legal and ethical debates about the extent of parental authority and the role of society in protecting vulnerable individuals. The case exposed gaps in social and legal frameworks, prompting calls for stronger oversight and intervention mechanisms to prevent similar situations. Public opinion was sharply divided, with some advocating for more stringent laws to safeguard children, while others argued for respecting family autonomy. This discourse extended to lawmakers, who began considering reforms aimed at better balancing parental rights with children's welfare. Social services became integral to the process, providing the necessary support for the children's transition to normal life. These efforts included intensive psychological counseling, medical care, and educational support to address the long-term impact of their confinement. The case highlighted the critical role of mental health services in recovery, as the children grappled with the trauma and adjustment to a radically different world. These professionals assist the children in developing social skills and coping mechanisms to deal with past traumas. The adjustment process also involves medical care to address any lingering physical issues resulting from their prolonged confinement. Their reintegration into society has not been without obstacles. Overcoming trust issues and fear of the unknown remains a significant hurdle. However, with the support of dedicated professionals and newfound friends, the Ruinerwold children are slowly building a foundation for a more typical life, exploring new possibilities and gaining confidence in their ability to adapt. Public and media fascination. The Ruinerwold case has intrigued audiences worldwide, drawing significant media coverage and public curiosity. This unusual story of extreme isolation and its dramatic revelation has led to numerous articles, documentaries, and even books. Each new piece aims to unravel the complexities of the family's secluded existence and the psychological impacts it had on the children. The case has sparked discussions about the effects of prolonged isolation and the importance of child welfare, pushing these topics into the public eye. Social media platforms have buzzed with debates and theories, amplifying interest and concern. The family's journey from isolation to integration continues to be a focal point, as people eagerly follow their progress and recovery. This ongoing fascination underscores society's enduring interest in stories of survival and resilience against extraordinary odds. Thank you for watching. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more historical breakdowns. Share your thoughts in the comments. What do you think is the most important lesson we should remember from the Ruinerwold family? Until next time, stay curious, stay informed,